All right, good afternoon, traders. Today is October 16th, 2024. This is the BYOB Market Wrap Up with me, John Kerrigan. Hey, let's go take a look at some charts today. All right, so first chart we want to look at is, let's look at it over here, and let's look at SPY. All right, so here's SPY. Here's the pivot for today. Was 581.82. We ripped up through the pivot and consolidating on top of it. So today was an inside day, kind of what I was saying from the beginning of the day, that there's probably going to be an inside day. We got a lower high and a higher low. Closing, it's very bullish, over a bullish trap, and over rising 17. Let's get this one right here. Pull it up on the daily. No, we want this. Closing up over 17 EMA. Okay, so let me just say yesterday, or what was it, the day before, was a new, day before was a new all-time high for SPY right there. So yesterday we had a little sell-off. There's a previous all-time high. Price action is up above it. Okay, so here's a prior all-time high right here. Right there. And you can see price action is up above it. And price is moving up. So anytime I see an uptrend over the all-time high, a prior all-time high anchored VWAP, I want to play that bullish. That shows me money's coming into the market. It's an easy tell when you see that. Okay, so there's SPY. For today, what did we play? Well, on the 10-minute chart, we had our pivot was right here, 581.82. All we had was a 10-minute uptrend under the pivot. Okay, and I chose to play it because it was over VWAP. Being since it was over VWAP, it was a trend day for the most part, and you can see price action just bullied all day long, all the way up to the pivot and through it, and now consolidating on top of it. So there's SPY. There was only one trade today, and that was that. The only other trade I took today was silver. I'll go over that in just a minute, but you can see here's price action for SPY. So we left off, we have 10-minute consolidation. You can call it a bullish trap or a bearish cross. Either one, that's consolidation. When it moves up and then straight across like that, that's consolidation. So that I'm just going to keep the trend going. It's a 10-minute uptrend. On the 2-hour chart, okay, we were in a 2-hour downtrend yesterday. And guess what? We're in 2-hour uptrend today. Let's see if I can show it to you right there. 3 EMA on top of the 8 EMA. So we got ourselves across, then across, back up over. So there's SPY. So bulls came in and kind of rescued price action right there. So we got on the 2-hour chart, we have an uptrend. On the 10-minute chart, we have an uptrend. On the daily chart, okay, we have ourselves, guess what? It's an uptrend, all right? So we have all the time frames are bullish. Daily, 2-day, 3-day, weekly, monthly, you name it. Price action's bullish on the SPY. Plus, we're up over prior all-time high anchored VWAP. And then on top of all of that, we're making higher lows and higher highs. So SPY is bullish here, okay? So no reason to short it yet. It's not any reason to short it because it's very bullish. It's very strong. Not to mention the other sectors in the market. So there's SPY on the daily. Let's take a look at QQQ. And I imagine that probably put in an inside day as well. We'll see what we got. No, we got a lower high and a lower low, and we closed under the bullish trap, but over the 17 EMA. Okay, QQQ still bullish. And if we put the all-time high anchored VWAP right there, price action is up over it. If you find that uptrend in the price action up over this all-time high anchored VWAP, that's bullish. That's what you'd want to play, all right? So QQQ still in an uptrend, making higher highs, higher lows. Just need that uptrend. Yesterday was a sell-off. Today we kind of bullied a little bit. You can see for the most part, QQQ put in that tail right there. See that tail? Came down and then they ripped back up. Bulls bought it right back up. So there's QQQ in an uptrend. FNGU, all right. FNGU, same as QQQ, lower high, lower lows, had the same deal. We went down and the bulls bought it right back up. So FNGU closing under the bullish trap, just like QQQ, over flat 17 EMA. All right, so here's FNGU making higher lows, and it made higher high right there, and as well as right here when it took over this high. So FNGU still bullish here. Price action is, like I said, lower high, lower low, closing under the bullish trap, but over the 17. All right, so there's FNGU. All right, still bullish, making higher highs and higher lows. And we take the VWAP line. Here's our anchored VWAP. We put it on the all-time high. Price action is up over the all-time high anchored VWAP. So it's those uptrends you want to play to the upside over this pink line. Those would be really attractive. All right, so there's FNGU, not the downtrends, just the uptrends. Okay, so there's FNGU. Let's take a look at Diamond Dow. Now, Diamond Dow, 2 days ago, put in a new all-time high. Here we are today, not quite, but challenging the all-time high. See how close we got? See that little wick? All there is that little wick up there. So price action came down yesterday and went up today. So price action got a, look, I got to say it's an outside day. All right, lower low and higher high. Closing over the bullish trap, over the 17 EMA. Diamond Dow in an uptrend, making higher lows and higher highs. Prior all-time high anchored VWAP would be right off this wick. Right there, you can see price action is up over it. That's bullish anytime you see an uptrend on Diamond Dow over that pink line, okay? Let's take a look at IWM. All right, it's the Russell 2000. All right, here is the Russell. This is the 2024 all-time high right here for just a year of 2024. Not to mention the past 3 years. Okay, right there. All right, so here's 2024 anchored VWAP. All right, and price action is up over it, and it's in an uptrend. See price making higher lows and higher highs on these candles here. This is an uptrend. This is very playable to the upside. Okay, if we look at the price action, all right, they made higher lows, and look at that, they're making higher highs. See that? Higher lows and higher highs, bullish over the all-time high anchored VWAP. Money is flowing into the market on the Russell 2000, all right? So there you go. We had like a 21-day melt off here, and I think they've done enough selling, and now they held it, even with the 21-day melt off, they held it up above this 3-year or 2024 high anchored VWAP line. That was great work. They could have melted it off all the way back down to here and tagged these lows, but they didn't. They just went off to the right and then back up. So nice work there on IWM. Market is bullish. All of the Fab 5 are in uptrends. Okay, markets are bullish right now. Let's take a look at technicals. T2122. Guess what? We found our way back into the overbought zone. How about that? All right, double bottom here, and we're back into the overbought zone. Again, we can stay in the overbought zone for 5, 7, even 10 days. All right. I've never seen it stay in there 10 days, but I've seen it stay in there for a long time, pretty much almost a whole week one time. So there's T2122. This is bullish, all right. T2123, low, well. All right, new all-time high again. This was a new all-time high. This was a new all-time high on the 11th. This was a new all-time high on the 14th. This was a new all-time high on the 15th. And now we got another new all-time high on the 16th today, okay, for T2123. Okay, so right out of the gate, they bullied it and they went up and they held the higher ground. You know what I like? When price action gaps up and the bears never fill the gap. Okay, gaps up and the bears never fill the gap. The other thing I like is price action moves up and then holds the higher ground. Okay, moves up, holds the higher ground. I like that. Moves up, holds the higher ground. Up, hold. All right, all of that. That's bullish price action. Okay, market's on fire. Look at this. Nice work there. Okay, so price action up over rising 200 SMA. All right, so take that off. And let's try this one right here. So you can see there's price action over the 200 SMA right there. And where did my charts go? I had some lines. Here we are. Oh, wow, they were way down there. Okay, so this is prior all-time highs, these lines down here. Look how far we got up there, traders. That's huge. I mean, that's incredible. Look how far up we are over the prior all-time high. Now, this is the high made in July. This is the high made in September, right here. This is the October high. This is incredible. This is like really wild. Look at this. This is crazy. 200 SMA pushing price up higher and higher. Okay, so let's go look at the 3-bar chart. 3-bar chart, another 3 green candle bars right there. Got that 200 rising up through prior all-time highs. Looking to break into this area up here. Looking really good, okay? It's the same chart, just on a 3-bar chart. Looking really good. Let's take a look at FNGU. FNGU what did it do today? A little bit of selling, and it could not hold on top of the 200. All right, so need that to get back up on top of the 200 so we can have some hope for the market. All right, Meta selling off didn't help at all today. Apple selling off and bear flagging didn't help at all, okay? We need some of the big boys to participate in the bullishness, all right, not just the small caps and the mid caps. So FNGU looking to me like this is a bear flag, all right? See that? That's a hockey stick, dead cat bounce, whatever you want to call it. That's not what we want to see. This price action where it comes down here and then moves over to the right. Same here, down, over to the right. Don't like that. Okay, I did like it holding up here. All right, but this is not holding. Now we're kind of giving it up. See that? We went up, and now we're kind of giving it up. Let's say if we went up there, we're giving it up. So let's take a pan back and see what else we got. And all right, so we're up over this high. So we hit some minor support. Hopefully we can bounce off of this. See these two peaks right here. Got a peak right there. So you got a peak right there. And we got a peak right here. Right there. Okay, so maybe price pulls down, hopefully. Makes a nice valley and goes back up. Okay, that's what we're looking for. Price action to get back up over that 200 SMA, all right, on the FNGU. All right, so that's it for that on the FNGU. Let's go take a look at a few sectors, all right? So we'll start off with this chart here. We'll hit the scratch, and let's start off with SMH. All right, so here's SMH, all-time high anchored VWAP. We had an uptrend going on. Today was basically an inside day right here. Need to get back up in this area. That would be nice. Price action making higher lows and higher highs. This is still bullish. This is still in an uptrend. Okay, SMH in an uptrend. Not a very convincing one given the last 2 days, but still in an uptrend. Let's take a look at XLK. XLK up over the pink line, making higher lows, higher highs. Again, also in an uptrend, not a very convincing one. It closed inside the bullish trap. That's not bad. SMH, I think, closed under. Yeah, SMH closed under a bearish trap. That's not good. All right, so let's take a look at, although it's still bullish, still in an uptrend. Okay, so let's take a look at XLI. All right, XLI yesterday put in, even with all that selling going on, put in a new all-time high. Price action for today up over the bullish trap, over the 17 EMA, up over the pink line. Okay, still bullish, making higher lows and higher highs. That's still in an uptrend. Take a look at XLF. XLF makes brand new all-time high right alongside T2123. XLF uptrend. If it's making new all-time highs, it's in an uptrend. All right, there's no way it can't be at new all-time high, unless of course it gaps out of a valley all the way up to the high. Okay, that's about the only way, right? But it's in an uptrend. Okay, higher lows, higher highs, up over the all-time high anchored VWAP. Everything's telling you this is bullish. All right, there's XLF. Let's take a look at XLU. Here's the utilities. New all-time high for the utilities today. XLI got a new all-time high. Utilities got a new all-time high. T2123 got a new all-time high. Market's on fire, traders. Market's really, really kicking it. All right. I keep talking about price getting parabolic, hyperbolic to the upside. We are setting up. If the dollar ever decides to dip, all right, we could get that parabolic look along with somebody reporting some good earnings, like maybe a big cap stock like, I don't know, Amazon or Meta, Google, somebody big like that report some good earnings and we get a dollar dip at the same time. This thing could go parabolic. So there's not XLU, I'm talking about the whole market. XLU making new all-time highs. This is bullish. Okay, XLI bullish. SMH bullish. XLK bullish. Everything bullish here. All right, let's take a look at XLB. I think Judy's in XLB. This is an all-time high right here. All right, this is the builders sector. Okay, there's an all-time high. There's the anchored VWAP. You have an uptrend over that. That's bullish. That's exactly what you want to find. An uptrend over the all-time high anchored VWAP. Okay, every 10-minute uptrend, that's the ones I'd be playing. Okay, so, whoop, almost took out the high right there. I saw a little push at the end of the hour, right there. Okay, so you can see we're up in that wick of the all-time high. One more day will do it, and we'll have another new all-time high for XLB. Let's take a look at XRT. Look at XRT go. Like it, like it, like it. Okay, so XRT is our retail sector, price action. Okay, this is on a very bigger picture. We've got a move up. Let's get a little thicker. Okay, a move up, and then we're holding the higher ground. That's bullish right there. Okay, the next move should be to the upside. Okay, and we're getting all kinds of nice indications that it's a really good possibility before the end of the year. We've got this higher low right here holding over the 50-yard line. And look at this, price action up over these highs here. That's now in an uptrend. It was in a downtrend. Now it's in an uptrend. Okay, so registers this thing for space fuel anyways. Okay, it's now in an uptrend finally after a couple of months of being in a downtrend. XRT uptrend, higher lows, and today higher high. So XRT steps into the bullish arena. All right, it was bullish to begin with, consolidating bullishly, holding the higher ground, but it's just in a downtrend, failing to make higher highs not once, twice, 3 times, and then a 4th time became the charm right there. So XRT, uptrend as of today. Let's take a look at IYT. Transports, new all-time high for the transports today. Gotta love that. Higher low, higher high, closing over the bullish trap, over the rising 17. You know what this tells us? This tells us products on the shelves are being sold and products are being restocked. Okay? And the XRT being bullish today, that helps confirm all of that. Here's the all-time high, prior all-time high anchored VWAP right there. And you can see price action over the blue line in an uptrend. There's your there's a nice winner right there. Okay, higher low, higher high. Higher low, pressure on the bulls to create the higher high. There it is, higher high. Now I thought this would be an exhaustion candle. Guess what? It wasn't. That's huge. We could see a whole lot more upside on the transports, being if that's not the exhaustion candle. Or this may be the exclamation point on the end. We'll see. Anyways, irregardless, new all-time high on the transports. All right, let's take a look at GLD. All right, GLD bullish today. Okay. New all-time high on GLD today right there. Okay, higher low, higher high closing over the bullish trap over a rising 17 EMA. All right, take a look at USO and I'll come back to SLV. USO in a downtrend because we broke this low right here. Okay, lower high, lower low, downtrend. Okay, price action closing underneath the bearish trap, underneath the 17 EMA. USO's in a downtrend. UNG's in an uptrend till it takes out this low right here, okay? It's in an uptrend, but it doesn't know that it's supposed to be in an uptrend. Okay, it's just been melting off for the past, I don't know, 8 days, 9 days there, all right? Just melting off, all right? This is the all-time low right here, and we're getting dangerously close to it right there. That's the all-time low, 1257. You can see we're a buck away right now. We're at 1346. Okay, so we're in an uptrend. It just doesn't know it's in an uptrend. UNG. All right. Lower high, lower low, closing under bearish trap underneath the falling 17 EMA there. There's UNG. Silver. Okay, I bought some silver calls today. And I bought some silver shares. All right. Silver making higher lows and higher highs. That's an uptrend. This is the 2024 all-time high anchored VWAP. It's the pink line. Price action got up over it and was in an uptrend, so I bought some calls right there. So here's SLV in an uptrend. This is bullish, making higher lows. Pressure will be on the bulls to make a higher high. Gold already making higher highs today. All right, so let's take a look at where did I buy. On the 15-minute, I bought right in here. I had buy orders. It gapped up, and after it filled gap, didn't quite fill the gap. You notice the dotted line was never touched, but I had buy orders for the gap fill right through here. Only got filled for one of my orders right there. But there we are with over all-time high or 2024 high anchored VWAP. So I got bullish. So I bought some right there for the uptrend. All right, so there's silver. I got some calls as well. Which calls did I get? I got the 93 DTE 30 strike calls. And I got 20 of them. And my purchase entry was a 156. All right, so I picked up 20 of those. All right, so they're pretty cheap. $1.56 isn't too bad. All right, that's it, traders. Until tomorrow at 8:30. Thank you, everybody in digital land. All right, Brent says watch IBM. We'll take a look at that one, IBM. All right, let's look at IBM. There's a daily chart for IBM, and all right, this is minor support, and here's the daily chart. See how price action went up over the resistance? See the resistance here? Came back, touched the resistance, and then rocketed off there. There's a daily chart. See that daily chart? What if we put that on a 2-day chart? See the gap in between the yellow 3 EMA and the white 8 EMA right there. See how price is getting parabolic here? It can get even more parabolic, believe it or not. So price looking good right here, making a higher low, and guess what? Higher high right there. So keep an eye on this one. This one's bullish. All right, thanks Judy, thanks Brent, thanks Bobby, thanks Robert, thanks Brad, Alan, everybody here in the room. Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Stefan, if you're here, thank you. Thank you, Mel, Bobby, everybody. All right, R2D2, JA, and Chandru. All right. So, how many calls? He asked me how many calls. I worked myself out of a bunch of those. Anyways. All right, so until tomorrow, okay? Until tomorrow at 8 o'clock in the morning. We'll do another one and then kick off the market. I like the price action tonight, holding the higher ground over the pivot. All right, so we'll see you guys tomorrow.